pitch in Sydney. It was myself and the two directors, Dwayne and Trav at the time, and Hugh, the New South Wales manager. We were all super nervous, and I think it was just, you know, one of those times where you're all silent and you're all working yourself up for this pitch. Anyway, we get to the airport and I've hired this car, and we go to pick up this car, and it's like a mini Mirage, and we all just look at this car like we're not even going to fit one of us in there, let alone four. And I think, you know, it was just that moment where we all broke down in laughter, and like we were all just almost in tears, laughing at the fact we're never going to get into this car. And I think it was like that lighthearted moment before going into a huge pitch that just, yeah, broke the ice.
Our last Christmas party, and Dwayne was trying to impersonate I think it was a Bronchiosaurus, and he thought it was called a Stegosaurus, and I guessed the Stegosaurus, but it was actually a Bronchiosaurus, and yeah, it was just a bit of a mess, but it was quite funny. One of my most fondest memories was when we were in Hamilton Island, and even though we lost the challenge, the fact that we completely stuffed up where we were supposed to go and ended up going down to the sailing club when we should have been up at One Tree Hill, was a good laugh, and this Hamilton Island as an experience was awesome in itself.
I think it's about, you know, yeah, just having the fun in the workplace. You know, it makes the days so much more enjoyable. You know, having that bit of banter with your colleagues, and you know, just makes it more of a fun environment to sort of go to every day. And yeah, I just think it's really important.
It's everyone embracing a play concept. It's everyone understanding that you don't have to be serious every second of the day. And there's times when you can you know, get together and explore childish play ideas, which is going to make you more productive and better, you know, relationships.
It just means really light-hearted. Nobody takes themselves too serious, even when things get quite stressful and quite full on. Everybody's still really just fun and light-hearted. So, you know, stress doesn't feel like stress. It's just a little bit of extra push to get things done. We have a WhatsApp group where we say each morning what our attitude will be for each day, and so I feel like that really makes it fun within the workplace, because from that attitude conversation starts.
Well, you know, doing something outside the office where you're removing yourself from what you do every day at work. So getting yourself away from the computer, whether it's going out for a walk, or I know a number of our staff do Fitness Fridays. There's a number of things that you can do outside the work environment, and that's a great time to then interact with people in your team when you remove yourself from that daily work.
Good bonds with your teammates, I think, is probably number one. If you've got a relationship with the people that you work with, that you can, you know, you can take the piss out of each other, you can have a laugh, and you can talk about things from outside of work, then I think you're miles ahead of everybody else. I mean, if you have a mundane workplace, or you know, your job is mundane, then you can still enjoy your work if you enjoy the people around you.
We obviously have a big focus on the fish philosophy, and one of the key practices within that is play. And I think fun really comes back to that play, which is really about people being able to enjoy what they're doing, feel that they can have a say, people being able to be allowed to just be lighthearted and not feel that they're restrained in anything that they're allowed to do within the workplace. And that really comes back to when you feel when you feel that way, you tend to have a little bit more fun with what you do.